Hello, friends. Welcome to It's Oil About You. Today is November 30th. It's our last webinar of November. I am alone today. Scott is traveling to go visit his nephews, I believe is what he said. So, Scott, if you're watching this later, hi. And we miss you today, but not necessary for, well, it's always necessary for him to be here. I can't say that. But yeah, nonetheless, we're a team, and sometimes he's here and sometimes it's just me and sometimes he takes over. So that's one of the really exciting parts about being on a team, and being on our team is really, really cool. Today we're talking about DIY gifts for the holidays. And so I have some cool, super easy, super simple DIY gifts, actually 3 different options in terms of packaging and how they're used. But I like to make things. I like to make things, especially using oils. But I'm not like a super fancy in terms of going to be using a bunch of different oils and a bunch of different stuff and making things complicated. And no, that's just not my style. That's not how I like to work and to operate. And so everybody in my family always, and all my friends always gets oils for their, let's say, present for Christmas. Especially in the US, we have stocking stuffers. So that's kind of the stuff we just put in the stockings, the little sock looking things that you put on the fireplace. No, it's not just a American, let's say, stereotype. We actually do this. So these gifts I'm going to show you guys make really awesome stocking stuffers. And so we got a few new signups this week for people for the webinar. And I just want to quickly address what we'll be talking about next month, just really quickly. A lot of people that signed up, I ask you guys what questions you have about essential oils. And a lot of people asked like how to get started and learn more about them. Some people wrote, I know nothing. Some people wrote like, how will they help me? Which ones are the best to start off with? Let's see, what else did some people ask here? What oils to support when I'm sick, which ones will give me energy. And so a lot of like really basic stuff in terms of oils. So next month, what we're going to do is we're going to break down the home essentials kit. And every week besides our business call week, we're going to go over 3 or 4 oils in the home essentials kit that, and Scott and I will talk all about how to use them, how we use them, and different ways that you can incorporate them in your life. So next month is a really, really great month to not only participate, but to invite your friends. If you're a builder and you want to invite your team, this is really great because it's really important for us to know those main 10 oils and how important they are. So, so I just wanted to point that out. I'll be sending out the webinar information for December here over the weekend. And you guys will have all of the topics and everything that we're going to be doing. So it will be really fun. And I hope you're as excited as I am. And so that way you'll know what we'll be talking about next week. So the holidays are just around the corner. And essential oils are an amazing gift to give throughout the holidays. So first, I just want to start off with saying that some of the really great gifts that you can give people throughout the holidays are just oils. So you can just give, people, little gifts like, let me show you here. I have all of my oils, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I left this beloved thing at a train station the other day and I thought I was going to lose my mind. But essential oils are a great gift. So if you have, some extra oils that you want to give to people, you can go ahead and give them, the bottles of oils. I really like the smaller 5 mLs. Those are really great gifts as well. There is the home essentials kit, but there's also the family essentials kit, which is all the same oils that are in the home essentials kit, except for it doesn't come with the diffuser. And all the oils are little 5 ml guys. So that's a great gift too. I often will purchase just the family essentials kit there. Purchase the family essentials kit, and then you can give away the little 5 mls. That's always an option. So if you have any extra oils or you have any extra little 5 ml guys or regular 15 ml ones, those are always making a really, really great present. So don't feel like, I'm like on a scale of like 1 to 10, like 1 being like not liking DIY and 10 being like Martha Stewart. For those of you that don't know Martha Stewart, she's like the DIY queen. I'm like somewhere around like a 4 and a 5. So don't feel like just because you're like not a DIY person and you're not feeling like you can put together, you know, gifts that are super extravagant, that you can't just, you know, give away the gift of oils to people. On Guard makes an amazing gift. Lemon always makes an amazing gift. Peppermint always makes an amazing gift. So don't feel like you have to be super crafty. With that being said, for those of you guys that are just jumping on, these are not going to be complicated DIY gifts. These are going to be super simple, super easy. I want to talk mostly about which oils you can use in them that are from the Home Essentials kit. But for the sake of it being the holidays and maybe kind of venturing out of that kit just a little bit, I will mention some other oils that I like to use in these as well. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys is these little spray bottles here. So I will put 2 links in the chat here in a little bit, but Aroma Tools is a great place to buy all of these little containers that we're talking about today. So we'll be doing this, we'll do a roller ball, and then I have some little glass guys as well. So you can get those on Aroma Tools. You can order them on Amazon. Just type in amber glass spray bottles, amber jars, amber roller balls. You can get them on Amazon too, or Aroma Tools. Or for those of you that live in Europe, I have another link for you as well that you can purchase some of these containers on. In Europe, it's a little bit hard to get them on Amazon. I don't know why. It's just a little bit challenging and it takes a while to get here. So you can, have your pick on where you order them and where you get them. And don't forget to leave, you know, you guys can be very active in the chat there. You can type any questions you might have or any amens or hallelujahs or whatever you want to put in if this is like some aha moments for you. Or if you have any ideas of other DIY stuff that you've created in the past, we would love to hear it. So the first one I want to share with you guys is this spray bottle guy here. So it is what it is. Right now it's completely empty. I'm not going to make all this stuff together while we're here together. I didn't want it to get too messy, especially I'm here in my boyfriend's studio while he's out being sick in the living room and in the kitchen. So I don't want to get anything all over the place, but it will be so simple. You guys will be able to do this on your own. So this is just a spray bottle. It is what it is. It has just a little pump spray. And I want to give you guys some options of what you can put in here. So first of all, what I really like to make, and we have this one in the bathroom, you can call it a smell good spray. I call it a poop spray. So you can put this in the bathroom. You can give this away to your friends or, you know, family members or whatever. It doesn't have to say poop spray. It can like say smell good spray on it. But what I do is I just fill this up with distilled water and 5 drops of whatever oil that I want. So in the case of my bathroom now, we have a Citrus Bliss in it and sometimes wild orange. Another really great oil that smells awesome is lemon. You can put just 5 drops of lemon in here. You can do a mixture of lemon and melaleuca. So lemon and melaleuca, those both come in the Home Essentials kit. I always start with everything that I'm doing 5 drops. There's not a magical number unless you're using something really small where you'd maybe want to use 2 or 3 drops. Vincent asked, why distilled water and not normal water? Distilled water just doesn't have any of the minerals and things like that in it, that can sometimes clog things. So in Austria, we have a lot of like calc and things like that, calcium in the water. So distilled water is like completely ionized and it won't get stuck and it won't leave any marks on the inside of your glass, but you can use normal water if you want to. I prefer to use distilled water, but distilled or normal is totally fine. I think I've used normal water before. You can totally use it if you want to, but fill it up like to about here, and then start with 5 drops of whatever oil that you like. So like I said, On Guard and Melaleuca are really awesome. You can use On Guard and Melaleuca for the bathroom spray. You can use it for another one that I'll talk about next, but just for the sake of what you would use to like make a room smell good. Anything in your oils kit, in your oils toolbox that you think smells good, put 5 drops in it. Put a nice label on it, call it what you want, and it makes a super great gift. So these are super simple and easy. Wild orange, lemon, like I said, On Guard and Melaleuca, those all make really great room sprays, but you can also decide what oils you like the best. I found some really great spray recipes online, which we'll be using for our masterclass that I'm having here in Austria. just to teach people how to use some oils. And so I'll read these to you here. I see a lot of you that are on here, you have like your notebooks out. So not all of these have, not all of these are from the Home Essentials kit, but nonetheless, maybe you have some of them, maybe not. Maybe you have a few and you can kind of make your own, put together, your own DIY smells together. But what we're using as an option for these in our masterclass is for a room spray, 2 to 3 drops peppermint, 2 to 3 drops eucalyptus, and 2 to 3 drops lavender. So that could be a really good room spray there. If you want to do something that's more fall and wintry, we have 2 to 3 drops clove, 2 to 3 drops On Guard, and 2 drops cinnamon. So you can put that in here as well. And then as a poop spray, which I said, we're going to do 5 drops Citrus Bliss and 3 drops Purify. So those are some options there that you can put in these little DIY containers. Like I said, super simple, not challenging at all. You can follow your nose as well. If you know someone that you're making a gift and you know like, oh my gosh, they're such a lavender lover, or they love citrus smells, you can really customize it based on what you know the person you're giving the gift for. If oil and water, I've never had a problem with anything not spraying. The only thing, Alicia, is that it might sit on the top, so you can just go like this and mix it and then spray. I've never pumped out a spray that didn't smell like the essential oil that was inside. So you don't have to add anything inside in order. Whenever you're making any of the cleaning products, you might have seen the video that Jana and I did on cleaning products. Sometimes the oil will sit on the top. All you have to do is just kind of mix it around, and then everything will spray out of the pump. It shouldn't clog it or anything like that. I've used the same spray bottle in our bathroom for the last like 6 months, and I just keep refilling it and putting the drops of oil in there. I've never had problems with the pumps in terms of, them not coming out or not working. But especially in the beginning, just like with anything that you spray, you have to kind of pump it just to get like the product in the little, whatever you call this here, like the tube part that's connected to the spray. You definitely will have to pump it a few times, and not like this, but really push, push, push and spray. Those are some options there. And then everything that I am putting, that I'm telling you guys about in terms of what you can put inside, I'll put, and not in the chat box now, but in the YouTube replay down below, I'll put it in the description. So you can go back if you're not taking notes now, or you won't remember it later, that's no problem. So you can put that there. Another thing that's great in terms of using melaleuca and lemon, which I mentioned before, is maybe you're going to give this to like a young boy. And I say this because I'm making this for my best friend's son, because he, you can do it actually not just for a young boy, but anybody that has a smelly gym bag. So he's been playing basketball and his mom was like, girl, like I cannot even with his gym bag, everything smells, like his shoes, whatever. You can just put 5 drops of melaleuca, 5 drops of lemon, which is the citrus oils are always going to just be really potent. And the melaleuca is very antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's great for, any of those funk smells. And you can just spray it directly in the gym bag. You can even add some On Guard in there too, if you want to, because On Guard, it just kind of has that cinnamony kind of musky smell, and I really like it. But you can decide to, and that can be, you can put the little label here that says like gym bag spray. And that's perfect for any young kids that have, their basketball bag or their soccer bag, or maybe you have a friend that's super into fitness like me, or hopefully you guys too, and this could be like their gym bag spray, and you can get the little labels. I just use, to be honest, what I use is the doTERRA. When you order from doTERRA, and they give you the labels of what you can put on top. So they give you, hold on one second. They give you the, one moment. They give you the, the little labels that you can put on top of your oils. It also comes with like maybe 10 or 15 of the blank white ones. So I use those and I just write what it is on the outside and I put it here. But if you want something that's bigger, or you want to buy them in bulk because you're like, I want to make a lot of gifts, or you want to buy maybe like a longer label, you totally can. If you guys see Jana's DIY stuff, or the stuff that she makes, she's made us a bunch of gifts and things like that. She customizes the labels and puts unicorns on them, and they're so beautiful. You totally can do that. Like, be as creative as you want. Like I said, me personally, I'm around a 4 to a 5 when it comes to being like super great at DIYs, but I love making them. I love letting people know that I care about them and by giving them oils. But that's not something that I go and do. I really like to write. I like to, I like to write with a pen. I can't draw. I'm not a good artist, but I really like to write. So I'll just write on the labels in like my best handwriting and put the little label right there. And you can put that in there too. Another option is bedtime spray. So you can fill this up with water and put like 5 to 8 drops of lavender, or even Serenity if you want to. If you guys like Serenity, that one's really awesome. It's another sleep blend, calming, has some female hormone balancing components in there too. And this can be a great bedtime spray. So you can give this to somebody maybe with like one of those cute eye masks and attach it, to this bedtime spray. And you'll want to spray this like on your sheets or on your bed, but like not directly, you don't want a wet pillow. But what I do is I just stand next to the bed and I reach my hands up over and I just kind of spray and let the mist come down. And you can use that too as like a bedtime spray. And that's something that I'm going to make for all of my girlfriends, is a bedtime spray with lavender, and then get them an eye mask and give that all to them for Christmas. So that's something that you can do as well with the spray. But get creative, whatever you think, would smell the best for you, or the person that you love or that you're giving this to. This is a small but powerful little guy, and you can fill it, with anything that you believe smells good for your peeps. So this one's really, really awesome. The next thing I want to show you guys are the roller balls. So if you don't already know, let's see if I can get this to come apart. If not, here we go. So you can get these roller balls too from Aroma Touch, and they come like this. And you have the little roller ball, you have the attachable head here, and then it often comes with, let's see if I have them in here too. So here's my whole little DIY box that I have here. But you'll also need for this fractionated coconut oil. So this is the one from doTERRA. So you'll need the roller balls, and you'll need fractionated coconut oil, and you'll also need your oils, okay? And let's see, I don't know. I was just making some stuff, so I might not have these guys with me. I have to check and see. Maybe they're in. Here they are. Yep. Okay. So it'll also come with these. So these are like the little, they're like small little turkey basters. And this makes it really easy to put this inside the fractionated coconut oil and then put it in here without making so much of a mess. You can also, if you have a little funnel, you can do that too. Sometimes my trying to rush and do everything fast self, I poured the fractionated coconut oil in, but it often overflows. So it's a good idea to use this guy. You just kind of take it from here, put it in here inside this little guy here, and I fill it up about halfway. Then I'll put the essential oils that I want to use in it, and then I put the rest of the oil on top. You don't want to fill it all the way up to the top, like in here, no higher than this little lip here, because you have to put this inside too. So you don't want it to be too high up into these ridges, or else it will come out of the sides. And I speak from experience, because sometimes I'm like, oh, pour, and then all this stuff comes out the side, okay? So some ideas for you guys that are that's in the Home Essentials kit that you can use is, what do people often get around the holidays? They're often sick, run down, traveling all over the place. Add 5 drops of On Guard in it. Put a little sticker here that says like, stay healthy over the holidays, or immune boost. And you can give this to people just like that, with the, not just like that, with the top on here. So then you have the little roller guy, and put that here. And just tell them, roll it on the bottom of your feet. One thing that you can do too, which makes it really personal, is you can like tie like a hemp string around it and put a little label, get Alice in Wonderland style, where it says like, use me on the bottom of your feet every night, or spray me on your bed before you go to sleep, and really make it personal. And that way you just put some extra love into it. Like I said, I really like to write. So anytime I can add a label and write something personally, I like to do that too. And then you can, make it like a little Christmas label or whatever. But On Guard is absolutely amazing. You can put some in there, put this on there. Plus it's red. So you can even put the On Guard sticker there, and maybe even something on the side if you want to put a label that, says immunity booster or stay healthy around the holidays. That makes a great gift. Another one that I like to put inside here too is Breathe. So oftentimes people, you know, like I said, get sick or they have coughs or respiratory problems. You could put 5 drops of breathe in here and then tell them, you know, that they can just run it down their sternum. Like this will help you breathe throughout the holidays when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or you have a cough or whatever. And they can just roll it right down their sternum before a workout when they're not feeling well. When they wake up in the morning and they feel like a little bit congested. I speak because right now my boyfriend has the worst cough everywhere, and you can put it directly right here. Vincent wrote to me and said, breathe is now air. I'm assuming you mean the name of it. I just ordered some recently and it says breathe on it, but I don't know if that's a Europe change or maybe all over. So whether you're in Europe or in the US, maybe your breathe now says air. I don't know if this is overall the whole company, but just something to keep in mind there. Maybe breathe is now air. I'm not sure. But you can, put some breathe in it like this. You can also add in lavender if you want to make a bedtime spray with the bedtime roller ball. So you can let people know, hey, you can spray this on your bed and you can, you know, rub this on your feet at night or put it behind your ears. Include the little eye mask. I'm all about sleep. Sleep is like one of my #1 health and fitness secrets or tools. Very, very underestimated. So I love giving things that help people sleep at night as well. So that's a really, really great option. You can also add in whatever oils that you want that you think smell delicious. If you have your own blends, you can totally go for it. Here is some options that you can use. So we're going to be doing at my masterclass, we're going to be doing some perfumes. And so I'm going to give you guys some options of what you can put inside here too as well if you are wanting to make this for a non-toxic perfume for someone that you love. So this one we're calling Sensual and Special, and that's 5 drops clary sage, 5 drops sandalwood, 5 drops bergamont, and 5 drops grapefruit. So you can do that too if you want to make this for someone, most likely a female in your life that wants a non-toxic perfume or that you want to give the gift of a non-toxic perfume. The second one that we're doing, we're calling Perfectly Peaceful, and that is 5 drops grapefruit. We actually have 5 to 10 drops grapefruit. With the citrus ones, I feel like you can go overboard a little bit if you really know that that person or you likes the citrusy smells. And 5 drops ylang, and 5 drops patchouli. So that's an option too as well for those of you that want to make a DIY perfume or roller. Another one that's really great that Jana loves, like Jana's told stories of people stopping her in elevators, like asking her what she's wearing. The yoga instructor that I go to yoga with, she loves the smell of this one too. It's Whisper, and that is the women's blend, Whisper. And you can put that here too, like 5 to 10 drops of Whisper, fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, and that can make a really easy to use perfume as well. So you can get creative, like I said, with the oils that you do have, but these make great gifts as well. So you can check the prices on them, but normally I pay, I think for 8 of them, I paid like, I think you pay like around $1 or $1.20 for each of these. So it's really awesome. And then you can use your fractionated coconut oil and the oils that you have and make some really great, awesome gifts. The last one I want to show you, which is my favorite, are these little glass jars here. And I like to make coffee scrubs in these. So what I've done, I actually dropped some of these off to some friends of mine today, but you can put your coffee grinds. So for those of you that make coffee or have a coffee maker, save the grinds and you can fill it up to about here with coffee grinds. So usually that's like 3 or 4 teaspoons, and you can always add more, but coffee grinds, and then the fractionated coconut oil. And then you can add in whichever oils that you think that the person would like to scrub their body with. So one of my favorites is Zendocrine, and that's the detoxification blend. I really love the way that it smells. It's like somehow equally uplifting as it is grounding, so it's not super intense. So I usually make it with Zendocrine. You can also do it with Slim and Sassy, which is also known as Smart and Sassy in Europe. The grapefruit and the peppermint in there are really awesome. Or you can add some peppermint and lavender if you have the Home Essentials kit, which is really great because lavender is really calming and peppermint is really invigorating. But whoever you're giving this scrub to, if it has peppermint in it, you need to tell them to be careful of their private parts and to make sure that they're not getting it anywhere near that area, because peppermint can be very, very tingly and have like a burning sensation. So just keep that in mind as well. So if you're using peppermint, which I love, it feels amazing on the legs and on the butt, and I use it like on the my shoulders and my back. Just be mindful and make sure that you're doing it like in a shower, so you're not like sitting somehow in that peppermint water. And yeah, just be mindful of that too. But that's a really great and simple recipe that you can use. I even use, let's see, if a person wears a certain brand, is there a way site to find out the general main scents and try to replicate it with essential oils? That's a great question, Alicia. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can. I don't have like a master list of like what this smell is and what oils might be used there. What you can do is just ask them, or like, you know, maybe you can sneak in and smell their perfume. Like ask them, do you prefer more earthy tones? Do you prefer something that's more citrus? Do you prefer something that's like more mature and powdery? And I say that because Whisper is like, it's so awesome. You will love the smell of it, but it kind of has like a powdery, more mature smell. And like 99 out of 100 women that use it love it. And that's like not my, let's say, scientific test, but I've never met a woman that doesn't like the smell. But you know, there's probably somebody that out there that maybe hates Whisper. I can't say for sure, but every time I've ever let somebody try it or I've worn it, like people are always like, that smells really good. And it's really great for women. And it's really like calming, but also it's not too overbearing. You know, sometimes you go in an elevator with someone and they've just sprayed perfume and you're like, oh my gosh, especially as you start to use more non-toxic products, you will notice the smell of perfume. I was in a kind of a wine bar area with some friends of mine, and some girls walked in with like, I think they maybe did like 15 or 20 sprays of perfume. That's what it smelled like. And because I'm using like zero toxic products in my personal care products, I smelt it like right away. So all these are not going to be overbearing at all. But if you just ask the person, or maybe smell what they're wearing, or maybe you just know what they smell like, that would probably be the best. But you can also ask them, you know, hey, I'm working on some DIY holiday gifts. Do you prefer something that's more like earthy? So that would be great for more like the sandalwoods and the melaleucas and the frankincense and the myrrhs. Or you prefer something that's more fruity? So that would be some more of the citrus stuff that you could throw in there. Or maybe they prefer something that's more mature and like more mellow. That would be like the whispers or the lavenders and things like that. So you just kind of have to maybe know the people that you're making the perfumes for. But with that being said, I love the coffee scrubs. Those are great gifts as well, especially, I mean, for men and for women. But I love the coffee scrubs because it's like doing something nice for our bodies that we don't normally do, especially around the holidays. We're going, trying to give gifts, trying to do things for everybody. And then this is really like, oh, I have to take this to, you know, the shower with me. And you take that hopefully 5 to 10 minutes to rub this in. One of the things I was saying before I answered Alicia's question is that I've been using coffee on my face as well. So I've been using coffee grinds with coconut oil and then frankincense and lavender. So in this one, I'll usually do like 5 to 10 drops of frankincense and 5 to 10 drops of lavender. I always start with 5 and then I kind of stir it around and I smell it. Same thing with all of these. I just kind of smell and I think, okay, 5 is a safe number. Do I want a little bit more? And you can always decide, but I do about 5, like I said, 5 to 10 frankincense, 5 to 10 lavender. And I've been using that on my face too. Now coffee is very abrasive, so you don't want to like totally overdo it, but I get dry skin and I get like some blackhead congestion here and on my chin. So I really prefer an abrasive exfoliant, but you can do whatever you like. And I always recommend like make these for yourself too. So don't like go out and make a bunch of them and give them out without somehow trying them yourself. So when you order some of these from aromatools.com, that's the one for USA, and then this is the one for Europe. One second. Let's see if I can get this one here. The one for Europe is, let's see. Let's see. If I can't find it right this moment, then I'll put it in. Yeah, I'll put it in the description down below. It's somewhere in my email, but I'll have the I'll have the link for where to purchase it in Europe. It comes out of the Netherlands, so it's faster than getting it from the US for those people that are watching from Europe. And then Vincent asks, which effect has the coffee on the skin? Is it working like a peeling? Yes, exactly. So it's an exfoliant. And it's also going to help so it's going to exfoliate the skin, but it's also, you know, the caffeine in it is going to help bring blood to the surface of the skin, which helps with circulation. So I really love it too, but just be mindful. Everybody's skin is different, and it is a very abrasive exfoliant, but I really like it. I made one for my boyfriend's girlfriend, my brother's girlfriend, and they were really, she really loved it as well. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and it helps you maybe feel a little bit more excited about making some DIY gifts. And if you have any ideas, you can send them back to me via email, or share them. Sharing is caring. So if you guys have any cool ideas or recipes, let me know. You can press reply on the replay that I send to you and send in some of your ideas. And then I can also share them with everybody as well. If you don't mind, or if you have any good ideas, just let me know. And I can always send out an email blast to all of you guys with some great holiday DIYs. I can just put them in like a Google Doc and export it as a PDF, and we can kind of create our own DIY there. So in the replay, I'll also include all of these recipes. You'll also see them down below in the description on YouTube. And happy holidays, guys. I love you guys so much. You're awesome. And I hope you make some great gifts for people and share the gifts of oils and non-toxic living. You're awesome, and we'll see you next time. Bye.